How you start your day affects your energy, focus, and productivity for the rest of the day. But most of the morning routines we see online just simply aren't realistic. We have influencers out here claiming that their morning routine is something like, I get up at 5 a.m., I do a cold plunge, I meditate, I go for a run, I read a book, I do my taxes, I solve world hunger, and then I start my workday. Besides the fact that the influencers claiming to have those routines are usually trying to sell you something, those routines just simply aren't realistic for people like us who actually have shit going on. So I wanted to share a simple science-based morning routine with only 5 steps that will boost your energy, increase your mental clarity, and improve your productivity. Step 1 is to wake up and get up at a consistent time. Yeah, that's right, waking up is the first step. Okay, I guess we can dive a little bit deeper than that. Your system has an internal clock called the circadian rhythm. This clock, which repeats about every 24 hours, affects things like your hormones, metabolism, hunger, cognitive functions like focus, memory, and alertness, and it also regulates your sleep-wake cycle, the times throughout the day when you feel awake and when you feel sleepy. You can actually change the timing of your circadian rhythm, either intentionally or unintentionally. For example, a way that you can unintentionally change your circadian rhythm is by having a few nights in a row where you just simply stay up too late. Now, I definitely didn't do this when the Elden Ring DLC came out a few days ago. Liar! Another way you can negatively affect your circadian rhythm is by snoozing your alarm. Look, I get it. It feels good to snooze your alarm, and it feels so great to just close your eyes and try to go back to sleep. But snoozing your alarm confuses your circadian rhythm. It makes it so much harder for you to wake up and fall asleep on a consistent schedule. And even though it may feel good in the moment, it actually makes you feel worse for the next few hours. Back when I was in college, I would set like 5 alarms so I can enjoy that feeling and to make sure I actually got up eventually. I recommend leaving your alarm, which is probably your phone, as far away from you as possible at night. This means you'll actually have to stand up and get out of bed to go turn off your alarm, and it makes it more likely that you'll actually stay up. Plus, you'll sleep better because you won't be able to scroll your phone in bed.
Gotcha, bitch!
But you may be wondering, what time should you get up? Well, a lot of influencers online like to claim that you should get up at 5 a.m. if you want to be successful. This myth was mainly popularized by the book The 5 a.m. Club. But if you're not a morning person, getting up at 5 a.m. isn't going to help you, and in fact, it's probably going to make things worse.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
This is because of a concept called sleep chronotypes. The most well-known chronotypes are morning larks and night owls. Unlike your circadian rhythm, it doesn't seem like your sleep chronotype can change, so if you're really not a morning person, it may be best for you to just accept that. Now, don't get me wrong, getting up earlier in the morning could help your focus and energy and productivity, but you shouldn't keep getting up at the ass crack of dawn in the morning just because some kid on TikTok told you to. I suggest intentionally experimenting to find out what the best wake time is for you personally. So for the next few days, try getting up 30 minutes earlier than you normally would. And if that works out, you could try getting up 30 minutes earlier the next few days, or maybe dialing it back. And then over time, you'll figure out what your ideal wake time is. And then, once you actually get up in the morning, you can move on to step 2, which is getting bright light. As we all know,
the sun is a deadly laser.
But sunlight is the most important signal to your circadian rhythm. Sunlight affects the suprachiasmatic nucleus, which is located in the hypothalamus in your brain.
With all due respect, what the fuck are you talking about?
This part of the brain is the main timer of your circadian rhythm. Getting sunlight in your eyes soon after waking up is the best way to train your circadian rhythm.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
But not getting sunlight in the morning will effectively confuse your circadian rhythm, which will then hurt your energy, focus, and your sleep the next night. I recommend that within a few minutes of waking up, put some clothes on if you want to, grab some water, and then go for a walk outside for about 10 to 15 minutes. Direct sunlight outside is more effective than light coming through a window, and that's because of how the glass of a window affects the wavelength of the light coming into your eyes. But what if you can't get sunlight in the morning?
You lose! Good day, sir!
Maybe you get up before the sun comes up, or maybe you live somewhere that's gray, rainy, and cold a lot of the time. A good option is to get what's called a light therapy lamp. You can find these on Amazon. Here's the one I used in the winter before I moved to the Arizona desert. With one of these, all you have to do is sit in front of it for about 10 to 15 minutes. You could just put it up like over here while you're doing something else. This is not at all related to what I'm talking about right now, but the next Cortex Writers Bootcamp is starting on July 8th. So if you're interested in becoming a creator, building your brand, and getting early access to Cortex, which is the second brain app I've been building, check out the links in the description. Step number 3 is to be mindful at breakfast. We've all heard about the midday slump. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, your energy levels drop, you get really sleepy, you can't focus, and all you want to do is nap. A common cause of an energy crash in the middle of the day is what you're eating at the start of the day. Having a breakfast with a lot of carbohydrates, especially sugar, can cause your blood sugar levels to spike up dramatically. And that spike is typically followed by a sudden crash downward, which can make you feel tired, fatigued, and just plain grumpy. I haven't really looked too deep into nutrition yet, but I would suggest having a breakfast that's lower in carbohydrates and higher in protein. Some of my favorites include a protein shake, Greek yogurt with blueberries, or scrambled eggs on a high fiber tortilla. Things like these will keep your blood sugar levels and your energy levels more stable. Of course, everybody's different, so if there's a reason why you need to eat a high carb breakfast, such as if you're a bodybuilder or something, or if what you've been eating seems to be working for you, then just keep doing whatever you want to do. As for caffeine, I'll talk about that in a future video, but for now, just try to moderate your caffeine intake. Speaking from experience here, too much caffeine can cause anxiety, trouble sleeping, and high blood pressure. And also, if you need a lot of caffeine to get through the day, then you probably need to fix something to do with your stress levels, your sleep, or your nutrition. Step 4 is to review the day ahead. By this, I mean taking a 15-second look at your calendar or planner or journal for the day. And this helps you see what meetings you have coming up, what work you have to do, and when you have some free time. I also find that this helps prime my brain for the day coming up. It just makes me feel a little bit more comfortable because I know that I'm not going to be accidentally missing anything. If you aren't yet using a calendar or a planner or any other way of keeping track of your day, I suggest checking out my productivity system that I made a video about recently, and the link for that is also in the description. Step 5 is to get a quick win. For example, knock out one of your to-dos, go to the gym, go for a run, or just go for a walk, clean up around your home, or just do that one thing you've been putting off for weeks that you know would take literally a few minutes to do. You know the one. Just do it tomorrow. Stop putting it off and just do it. You can do it. This will make you feel more productive, accomplished, and happy, and it'll also kick up some momentum for you that will last throughout the rest of your day. This simple morning routine will start your day off right and help you be more productive throughout the day. And in this video right here, I give you science-based tips you can use to tap into deep focus anytime you want.